What's going on, everyone? I have to get ready to go tomorrow. I have to go into the new office and all that bullshit. So I got my workout in and all that bullshit. I guess I'll respond to that shitty, which is covering shit in a minute. But before I do that, I want to predicate something. Okay? The entire reason it's true that I was looking for Stephanie because I was like, well, maybe maybe I just was like being a little bit too much of an asshole. Maybe, she's not involved in all those douchey losers I saw her talking to. Maybe, that she was just at a party. So I was trying to see her again to see if like, no, she's involved in all these fucking douchey losers. And probably even in her mind, she probably is like, oh, I gotta find some way to introduce him to all my loser friends, and that way he'll want to be in our society. And look at all these rap losers. And that's exactly the opposite of what you wanted to do. Why the fuck would anyone want to watch supposedly the girl they're dating hang out with other people? You are fucking retarded. That's why you're not dating anyone. You're fucking retarded. You understand that? She's still stalking me. Hacks, I don't care about the emotional bullshit, blah 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 blah. I've done with girls crazier than Tiffany before. Believe you me, all right? One of them tried to run me over with a fucking car, and she ended up crashing her car into like those concrete medians. I had to like jump over it, and she hit her car. Anyways, so she's in some shitty club. I don't give a fuck. None of these people, even the ones who you think are like trying to like fight the truth and all that bullshit, they're still in the club. Like, what was it? I went to high school with Lisa Booth and all that bullshit. And when I allegedly, when I got evidence that there was, and now it's open. Now everyone knows about it, but it's an open secret now. They were having Taliban Obama administration. The first time was having the first time. I mean, back when it was Obama and not Biden. Um, they were filling terrorists like um, shit was it like ISIS and all that kind of bullshit, people like that in schools for anti-terrorist things. So and George Washington University, there's like a pipeline to like various government agencies, and there was a reformed ISIS leader, Al Qaeda leader that was the head of that, giving people their credentials and all that bullshit. So I allegedly used my own money to audit one of their classes, and allegedly using RoboLinux, I hacked the shit out of them. And I found out that the reason why that was happening is because a full bird colonel who was in charge of some Air Force bullshit and trying to do cyber shit was being sexually blackmailed. That's how it always happens, all right? Which is Coven's leaders reposting some girl named Arian Elian who was on some thingy about working for Spike Lee and then having some old dude try to like pimp her out with money and got mad and all that bullshit. That's not why I'm mad at Tiffany. I'm mad at Tiffany because she ruins the investigations that I was doing for like fucking years. I'm mad at Tiffany because she can't just tell me she's Stephanie. I'm mad at Tiffany because everything she says she wants to do to help me ends up hurting me. She doesn't help anyone but herself. Even then, I don't see how this is helping her. How is this helping you? How is you wanting to be a rap whore and then not doing it helping you? How is carving bones off your face helping you? I met Stephanie, the cute little girl with a bow, and the next day she like Stephanie doesn't exist anymore. She became some whore. She became some rap whore, some baby face whore, and she continually throws it in my face. I don't give a fuck. Like I hate to say it like this, but like Hannah Kim, why haven't you slid in my DMs? Min Junjo, same with you. I'm trying to spit game into other Asian bitches because you obviously don't seem to want to slide in my DMs. I don't give a shit what Tiffany does. I don't give a shit. She will get the memo when she sees me with some other bitch doing other shit. I told you, 10 years from now, whoever the fuck I end up marrying and starting a family with will just be like, hey, do you want me to set a dinner for your stalker? She's staring at us again through the window. I'll be like, ah, don't worry about that. She probably just wants some material for her next bop. She doesn't want to come in. She just wants to stare at us and wonder what would have happened if she wasn't a rap whore. I'm going to do other shit. It wasn't that much money. It's the massive amount of disrespect and bullshit you do because you're some Joseon whore. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. Everything has been replaced. And except for, like, this is the thing. Like she thinks I'm like hiding something. She's like, oh, well, because she's stalking me on Tinder, and I was like, okay, she's stalking me in D.C. Let me go to L.A. Or she's stalking me in L.A. She's stalking me in New York. It's like she thinks I'm gonna be like, oh, I gotta hide from Tiffany that I'm seeing someone. No, no, I was stacking my. As a matter, the other reason why I didn't cash out the $1 million because I had an investigation going on. I can't go into. That thing finally got finished back in September, so now I don't got to worry about like what you have to report excessive things in wealth, which I did, which is why I was trying to buy all those NFTs. I don't have to do that anymore. I passed that thingy. What was I talking about? Just no to anything Tiffany, because Tiffany spent 7 years being a she spent 7 years leading up to being a geriatric whore. Now, this is the other thing. Hey, that bitch that which is Covenant's leader posted out or retweeted. She's a hot actress who comes from money or has money or has access to money and a support system. Okay, so she has a story to tell about being trafficked. I said it before. The ones who have the least, like if you're a girl with no support system and you're being trafficked, you're basically fucked. That's why I was talking about that story about the girl in 2014 she had been trafficked since she was like a child. All she knew was being trafficked. And she was saying shit like, I see different colors. I hear sounds that don't exist and shit like that. Because how else do you say shit like, I'm hearing a phone in the other room. I heard a phone ring in the other room, but you don't know what a phone is, right? Just, the world's a really bad place. And I don't got time for rap whores. That's what it comes down to. Okay. I've done all this shit because, yes, whatever the fuck it was that I was doing, I felt responsible for Amanda's death. I don't feel responsible at all for Tiffany being a ghetto used goods whore. That was her choice. She could have stolen the money and just gone golfing and modeling. She could have done music with Victoria Justice and Sue Young and all the other whores, and I wouldn't have given a shit. All right? She specifically had to do some rap bullshit because she thought I would give a fuck and I would think it was cool. Instead, her ass got dumped, and yes, literally, other bitches. And then she told me she was Stephanie, and I was like, fuck. And I don't even give a shit anymore. Because why the fuck would Stephanie be Tiffany? I'll do other videos later. I don't give a shit. I have adult shit. I have adult grown up shit to do. If you're just now getting the memos that all this shit that we don't live in a Tinseltown, everything's perfectville, you're retarded. That's why the country got this far. This isn't this isn't the problem. These are the symptoms of the problems. You are the problem. I'm the problem. We're the problem. Don't, Tiffany's the problem.